welcome. It's another Tuesday afternoon. It's Roll for Mischief time, and we're steaming right along with this episode 12 that we're calling Finnegan's Finporium. There's all sorts of subtitles and ridiculous things going on as well. But, yeah. So, does anyone have any special announcements? I know Asa wanted to say a little something something.
Oh yeah. I just wanted everyone who is watching today to know that I will be I'll be having to leave about an hour early. I've got a doctor's appointment for my kids, so I'm gonna head out and not be around for the last hour of this game. Just so you know, if you miss my face, I'm sorry. It'll be back maybe next week, maybe not. That depends on other factors.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
And if no one in the audience is going to miss your face, I'll miss your face enough to make you feel missed.
Well, that's a lot of
Yeah.
missing. You have to really work at that.
Let's see what I can do. Okay, so
That's all I got.
All right. Any other announcements?
Not that I can think of.
Oh.
Okay.
Good. It's okay. You go first. You want
Yeah,
Mine's not related to this.
No, I have nothing. I was just gonna move things
okay.
along.
Mine is I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself as it's still 2 weeks away. But over on my Instagram account through December, so Tabletop Crafter, I am doing my Instagram RPG D&D giveaway again, Advent calendar giveaway. So every day through December till Christmas Day, there's going to be 4 giveaways a day. I have 100 different brands and contributors giving prizes away. So make sure you're following my my account to try and win stuff. Basically.
Yeah.
Do it.
Excellent. So, without further ado, let us go ahead and do another really terrible intro video. Finnegan, you never know what he's going to do. I think he's getting rather angry right now with the situation, and he may have just run out of whiskey. It's not a good combo. Hey, it's Finnegan. Yeah, don't worry, I'm still here. You know what's not here anymore, though, is Agnar's whiskey. Yeah, that's all gone. I'm gonna try and do a spell to create some more, but, we'll see what happens with that. I'm honestly just so sick of what's going on right now. It's disgusting. And that's why I'm just vandalizing everything from now on, because I don't care. Look at that. It's like a Wario thing, get it? You flip the dice upside down, there's W, it's like kind of like Wario. And that's what's going to happen to Agnar. He's an idiot, he's going to die, he's going to become a ghost. And yeah, I couldn't tell the difference between Drellamax and Drellamax anyway, so they're all just Drellamax now. And, Eridu thinks he's so special, he might as well just be Harry fucking Potter, so that's what that is. And, don't forget about Picasso Person. Yeah, Picasso Person, who's actually a cult leader. It's, Finnegan's Finporium 5, Indiana Jones, and the Temple of Eridu. Alright, wasn't that properly horrifying?
What did you do to my face?
I had nothing to do with that. That was all Finnegan. Look, wasn't me. Yeah.
That was the first time I've seen that.
Yeah.
Did you like the name? Did you change the name?
Temple of Eridu.
I
Yeah.
did. The Temple of Eridoom.
Love it.
Look, it's not foreshadowing or anything anything like that. So don't even worry.
I'm all about the Winnie the Pooh face from Eridu.
And it was the special one. It was from the recent South Park episodes. It was like specifically that Winnie the Pooh.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm on theme.
You are. You're a Baridu right
I'm
now.
wearing Faraday.
You're wearing the Baridu situation. All right. So now that everyone is properly horrified, let's do group therapy. It's a chance to catch up with the characters and kind of get a sense of what has recently happened. So I'll go ahead and start with Agner. I believe things for the very first time in this episode have gotten truly, truly dangerous after snapping out of our various personal hells that we were trapped in. And it was actually what helped break that whole illusion and that whole spell was the magic item that Ellie made for Egner. And all it did was just played this kind of ambient noise that was like a sound capture from one of the peaceful nights hanging out at Bronzewood Grove. There was the crackling of a fire. There was hushed voices of Eridu and Halifax talking, and it was yeah, just a really nice kind of realization. Like, oh yeah, we're in this dungeon, but there's those good times and that crackling fire out there still, and that helped break the illusion. And then all of our characters realized that we were in front of this crazy, huge, dangerous, giant snake. And it almost killed some folks. I think it was just about to munch on Halifax, but then Agner was able to go and heal him up a little bit. And I think now that we're in a hamster ball that was created by Halifax's spell Wall of Force, and we're running in the hamster ball, trying to get away from this dangerous snack. Is I think that's exactly where we are. So Egner, as usual, has no idea what's going on, and is terrified. Yeah.
Can I go?
Yeah.
Leah, actually, I don't know that she has made the connection that the cult nightmare wasn't real, because now suddenly we're fighting a giant snake, but like how we got there is really confusing to her, and so I don't think she's really like made any connections there, but she's been pretty focused on the adrenaline of fighting, so she hasn't really had a chance to think about it much. The other thing I would like to point out is that Ellie should be feeling really jealous right now, because not only is Agner inside this tiny hamster ball smallish hamster ball with Leah and Halifax, but they've been like flying through the air and like tumbling around in there, and they're probably like piled on top of each other by the time they get to the end. Agner's actually pretty protected because he's covered in armor, but the other two of us are pretty squishy.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, I would probably argue that while we're flying through the air after getting hit by the snack, Leah's been like trying to grab onto something. She's not like flailing around, and Halifax is the easiest person to grab onto because he's like squishy. So by the time they get to the end, she's probably like wrapped around him and she's like, oh shit, what is this?
How did this happen?
I'll have you know that halfling rolls just go straight to my hips.
I didn't mean that kind of squishy. I just meant not armored.
Halifax's love handles. Ooh.
I was on a. We'll go ahead and tell this to Eridu's guys, since him and I both have a similar background in martial arts, although his is much more extensive than mine. Yesterday, Halifax was doing sort of a wrestling exercise in his training, and afterward he was talking to his partner, and his partner was like, yeah, I was just trying to like grab whatever I could on you, your gi or your belt or whatever, and Eridu was like, well, you should have just grabbed onto the love handles. Now replace the obvious name with the other obvious name. Get my story. Now that I've told a true story from Eridu's life, honestly, I think Eridu is feeling rather relieved, because the snake creature in front of him that he can punch with his fists is a lot less frightening than the history that he was living in. having made the worst possible choice he could think of in his life right now. So while the rest of you deal with terror and crisis, Eridu's going to just go, you know what? Here's the thing I can deal with. I'm going to deal with that.
Yeah, you're not in the hamster ball. That's it's a serious, it's a
hamster
serious
ball.
advantage.
He
All
is
the
not in
cool
hamster
kids are in the
ball.
hamster ball. Just
Yeah.
saying.
The fact that he's the only one not in the hamster ball should be a concern, but it's not. He'll still punch the thing.
So Halifax, he's just rolling with it. He's
I see what you did there.
After the ordeal that he went through, having to choose someone to sacrifice last time. Again, that not being made entirely clear to Halifax that everything he's seeing isn't a continuation on that the Aigner and Leah that he's in the hamster ball with may very well be the ones that he was interacting with that saw him sacrifice Eridu. And the Eridu out there might be a ghost, might be an illusion, might be the real Eridu. These are confusing times. He is definitely more concerned about getting everyone out of here than confronting the snake. Halifax is more concerned with confronting a snake of a different kind, one that seems to have orchestrated this entire ordeal, and very interested in finding out more, but less so than just getting out of danger. I think Halifax is starting to reach his curiosity threshold, where, yes, it's interesting, it's nice the way you've done these things, but this is where Halifax could get off the bus and just be happy that the journey is done rather than knowing the ins and outs of it. Which is a compliment, I suppose, for Finnegan, because goblins could have captured him, tortured him to nigh on infinity, and Halifax still would have been like, right, but what's your culture like? But right now he's like, no, I've had enough magic for today. Let's go home and have a cup of tea, eh? So yes, Halifax is going to just keep running in this hamster ball with everyone else, get us all out of here, and then be on the front lines as we go and confront Finnegan about this whole affair. That's Halifax.
And Dems to facts.
Dems to facts.
Now, because my memory is faulty, and usually by the end of these games I've forgotten what's happened throughout the whole thing, what did Eridu do? Did he actually run after them with their hamster ball, or did he just kind of
I think we kind of closed it at this moment where, like, not much had happened beyond the hamster ball.
I got you.
Yeah. So basically what happened right at the end was so the snake had gone over towards the ball. Leah tried to dominate monster or person or whatever it was, probably monster.
It was hold monster,
Hold
I
monster.
believe.
On the snake. It failed its save but chose to succeed. It chomped down on the ball, which then fired the ball across the room. And then it turned to look at Eridu. And that's how we stopped.
Eridu's fast, though, right? Like, he's really
Yeah,
fast.
yeah.
But it's the
like...
snake's turn.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
alright. So that's where we are. Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we pick up on the snake's turn. Sorry about that. It's going to move towards Eridu now. This thing is huge as well. So, like, I mean, I would even say that as it moves and turns, its tail would, like, flick against the ball even as it's moving and, like, push it further on. So you guys are just like washing machining around in this ball. As it slides towards Eridu, and I need to get my information up. The problem with not wearing glasses on the stream is I can't see anything.
Be a
Okay.
nerd like the rest of us.
Yeah, but it reflects. There's so much reflection.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Okay. So, it is gonna come in with a bite attack on Eridu
Okay.
for 26 to hit.
No. I'm kidding. That totally hits me.
I mean, I don't know.
Got her.
It could, man.
It hits me by like 10. So
Okay. then no, it couldn't miss.
couldn't possibly.
Okay. Okay, so you take 28 piercing damage.
Why is my pen not working? Oh, it's not on. 28 piercing damage.
Yep. And you need to do a dex save for me.
You said 20.
28
8. Okay.
Hit. piercing damage, yeah.
There it is. Boop. Alright, and then I need to make a dex save.
Yes, please.
Alright, hold on a second. I need a d20. Oh my god. Okay, that's a 9.
Okay. So you guys, like, if you manage to get a look over your shoulder as you're hurtling across the floor, you see this snake come down and take one chomp into your friend, and then swallow him whole.
Oh my god.
Eridu, you're now inside this snake. You're considered blinded and restrained.
Yep.
Okay. And that's it at the minute, although you can kind of see and feel the walls of this snake's throat seem to be lined with some sort of acid that may not be pleasant in the near future.
Doesn't sound like it.
You're supposed to be the fast one.
It has one more attack.
Yeah, but when you roll a 2 on a dexterity save, no man can be that fast.
So... Also...
That's just bad news.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
I think I have any special features. Ooh, I know what I can do.
Oh, okay.
On your turn or now?
On my turn.
Alright, okay. And then it's going to start... Then it's going to burrow. It burrows into the ground with Eridu still inside.
How big is this thing? I'm sorry, I need to do some research because I have an even
It's-
better idea.
Gargantuan.
Go get. Oh,
Gar-
okay, that's not gonna
gotcha.
work. Damn it.
It's huge. Bigger than huge, technically. It's gonna burrow under the ground, and disappear out of sight.
Okay.
And now it is Eridu's turn.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm being swallowed, and to the best of my knowledge, there are no beasts that I have seen with a CR1 that are larger than gargantuan.
Oh, hell no.
So I can't just wild chip into something large, which would be really cool, but I can't do it.
Not it.
All right. So in that case, seems like maybe it's really cozy in here. Like there's some room for me to move around. But why don't we just go ahead and punch its throat really, really, really hard with
Can you do that when you're restrained? And
ooh.
Is that- can you attack when you're restrained? You're blinded and restrained in there.
I'll have to check.
So when you couldn't see that there was acid ores, you could feel the acid.
I believe that restrained means you can't take actions or bonus actions.
Oh,
I
then
think
I can't
that's
do it. Well, then how would I get out? Slowly die.
That's a good question.
Someone may have to do something from the outside.
Oh no, my mistake.
Yeah.
Your speed becomes 0. Your attack rolls have disadvantage.
Which they already have because I'm blinded.
Yeah, and you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws, but you do still get your actions.
Okay.
True,
so
true.
then what I need to rely on is something that's not going to require an attack roll.
Incapacitated, that's the one I'm thinking of.
For sure.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm just going to. Oh, do I cast Shatter or do I cast Unbroken Air? That's the question. I was gonna face step out of here, but if he's burrowing, I can't see where I'm going,
True.
and that will be bad. Okay, so either a strength or a con save. That's the real question. I don't know. I don't know what it'll be less likely to actually have, so I'm gonna go with the one that costs less key points. That's what I'll do. Ki, Kai, Chi, Chai. I don't know how to say it. Chai points. I like that.
Chai points? Chai tea latte points?
I'm
What?
gonna use 2 chai points to cast Unbroken Air. It must make a DC 15 strength check.
I mean, yeah, it passes.
Okay, so it only takes D10. It only takes half the damage, and it's not pushed away from me.
I mean, his unbroken air technique suggests that he does have a broken air technique.
It's true. And if I cast that, it's much less effective.
Does it do poison damage, though?
No, it's 13 bludgeoning damage, so half that. And that's it.
Bludgeoning damage. Let me just double check something. What happens if something has already halved it and then it's resistant to? Is it magic though? Is that magic bludgeoning, or is that just normal?
No, it's just normal bludgeoning. It's
Okay.
a key like a key effect or my chai effect.
If it's physical punch, though, all your punches are magical at the moment.
Oh right, yes, because I'm a monk. It is magic damage.
It is
Okay.
magic.
Well, makes my life easier. Right.
Everything.
Not that there's any resistance or
Not
anything.
at all.
It is magic.
Not at all.
Anything else?
Now, if I have any leftover chai points at the end of the day, can I just go and use them all up to get a nice warm drink?
Yes.
And I now want to make a barista monk offshoot
Who's got
who
chai
uses
points?
chai points. If that's something that people want to see as a potential Patreon reward,
Yeah.
just let me know there in the comments.
He'll create the barista monk for
I will create the
Do
barista
it.
monk, and I will even have a wonderful image to go along with it to show you what the outfit of a barista monk is.
I know what that is.
Yeah,
Or
we
Halloween
already
costume.
know what that is. Yeah,
You guys do, don't you?
we already know.
I showed it. So proud. I'm such a.
Right. Anyway, anything else in your turn?
Nope. I'm gonna slowly be consumed. It's okay.
Although, you taken. Oh, I mean, it's too late. I've done it now.
I take damage. What damage do I take?
You don't take damage yet.
Oh, okay.
I have a
Uh,
question.
My meats.
It's probably a very silly one.
Uh-huh.
But if your punch would normally like push someone away, push like an enemy away from you, can you push yourself away from the enemy and just expel yourself out of the?
I know. I was hoping to make it
That's using
like have
your
like a really
noodle.
uncomfortable burp or something like that.
Yeah.
It passed his check, so all the wind and thunder behind it doesn't do anything.
Oh, didn't do anything anyway. All right.
Okay. So at this point, it appears up out of the ground again, seemingly having managed to track where this ball is, and comes up directly underneath it, and again tries to like chomp down onto it with its teeth. It lodges in its teeth, and it flails, and then spits you out across the other side of the room. I'll let the people in the bubble do a dex save to try and like keep yourselves on course and not just go like completely like fly in the complete opposite direction.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a joint dex save, so.
Yeah, so there was an interesting mechanic in something that I can't fully talk about, but basically the idea of group checks, where if half of the D20 checks pass, then the group passes. As an interesting way of doing things.
Round up or round down?
I don't know. Yeah, so I suppose if you've got an odd number,
Yeah, would it be 1 or 2?
I suppose you default to whatever the system's thing would be. So in DD, probably round down.
Okay.
Really say.
But I mean, it's it's a new thing out there. It's not the standard. My deck save was 17.
We'll see how it goes. My deck save is not great, but I rolled a 7, so that makes it 6.
I rolled a 20.
Like a natural 20? Alright, okay. Well, I
Yeah,
feel like
a natural 20.
Nicely balance Agner out there.
Yeah, I mean that tells the story of what's been going on, where Egner's just been bouncing around like a ping pong ball, and Halifax and Leah actually have a little more control over what's happening.
Okay, so you do fire out, but you manage to kind of like stabilize yourself, so you don't go all the way across the other side of the room. You don't hit any of the pillars, and you kind of manage to line yourself back up, so you're almost on like a straight track again to this door, just from the way like the snake's throwing you one direction then another. Now it's Agnes' turn.
Run forward.
I mean, if Leah says that, then he'll probably do that.
I think Halifax told him to run forward.
Okay.
And the ball went up as well.
Then he'll attempt to do that. He'll attempt to right himself and try and figure that out. He will say, "Where's Eridu?"
Well, we've probably seen Eridu get eaten by the snake.
I hope that Leah hasn't, actually. I'm going to say that she has
Oh, God,
not.
yeah. Oh.
Maybe
She
you were
had.
lucky enough to see me go flying by the ball
Do
with the
I-
cartoon character.
You two do perception checks. Halifax
Oh, I
and
hope
Leah
I
do
fail it.
perception.
Oh, I hope I fail it.
That's not great. 8.
Shit. Hang
I
on.
probably should have given you disadvantage, to be fair, because you were being...
Oh, that's a dirty 20.
Ooh.
Wow.
Leodin saw Eridu being swallowed.
Oh.
When
Halifax
you
and
don't
Agner
want
don't.
When you
information.
didn't want to see
I
it,
do not
you
want her
just,
to have seen that.
you just saw it. Oh.
You mean
Art.
Agner didn't smell it? That smells like Eridu getting swallowed by a giant steak.
No, dude, I'm in the stinky hamster ball, dude.
Oh, I really want us to keep running toward that door, but Leah is not going to. That's not gonna. Nope. He's gonna be like stuck. What? Sorry, were you gonna say something, Drew?
I know. Eridu, you know what happened to Eridu. We must press on.
What are you talking about?
Eridu just got swallowed by the snake. We have to go back. We have to get him out.
Okay. Wow. Agner is shocked. But okay, so he can't necessarily do anything about it right now, but what he will do is use his channel divinity. Which option again? It's the one that lets him create an illusionary double, is what he's gonna do. There it is. It's called Invoke Duplicity, so hopefully he's going to create this illusionary double, and it's going to be able to distract the snack a little bit. And he'll, create the illusion 30 feet away from him, and he'll use his bonus action to move the illusion up to 30 feet just away in a general direction, but also have it brandishing the sword. And then he... Huh?
Sorry. Does
That's
that have
alright.
a save on it?
No. There's no
Okay.
save involved with it.
I think
It
I'm
can-
gonna roll for it
Okay.
because, like, you're basically using its own tricks against it, and like it can see
Oh, yes.
you.
Oh, yeah.
So, and it's
Really
smart.
realize that.
Like, it's not a dumb monster. So.
Mhm.
Its legendary effect is when an ability has no save, you get to choose to save against it.
And then choose to succeed on the save.
I don't know. I wasn't gonna use a legendary. But
Alright.
okay. Okay, I've rolled. I'm not gonna. I'll let you know as it comes up.
Okay. So
Does it specify that the illusion, like, does it just look like you?
it says, as an action, you create a perfect illusion of yourself that lasts for 1 minute or until you lose your concentration, as if you're concentrating on a spell.
Excellent. So long as it smells like you, because snakes have like really good sense of smell.
It's a perfectly smelly illusion of Agner. So,
Awesome.
yeah, those are pretty much his actions, and he's a little too shocked right now to try and say what we're going to actually do to help Eridu, you know? And he wouldn't be able to do anything about it because he's still in the wall of force, hamster ball of force. So, yeah, he's just really don't know what to do right now. And that's the end of his turn.
Okay.
He'll be extra threatening with the illusion, by the way. He'll be like, bring it! Waving the sword and all that.
What happens to it? Does it have like health and stuff?
It does
How do
not. It actually doesn't say anything about the illusion disappearing. Like, the only way it'll disappear is if I lose my concentration on it.
Okay. Okay. So then the snake moves. And it was watching you. It's like a cat, you know, it's watching like a ball of wool roll across the floor. It's like it's got its eyes on you. And then it notices this other thing appear. And it turns and moves to this new being that it hasn't put there. And it bites down onto it. However, I presume it also doesn't have an AC or anything, so it's just
No,
like little bites just straight through.
Yeah, it would just go straight through it, and then it would probably realize that it's not very much of a threat or anything.
So it comes around the side of it and almost like dead eyes you. I wouldn't see this, but the others in the ball would. Dead eyes you, leans down and just snaps a mouse through it, like as if it knows that it's not really there, like it's trying to prove a point, kind of thing.
Well, it doesn't realize that I successfully distracted it for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. And then it's okay. And then the things that you saw before disappear. The people that you saw in the room before, they didn't really touch on. Instead, what happens is you see a series of corridors appear, and you suddenly feel as if, you know, there's like toys where you have to get the small silver ball through the maze into the like right hole. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that now. So where you are, it looks like you're hurtling towards a solid wall, and that you need to turn left. And you suddenly feel like it looks like the same corridor that was around you before. Make for me intelligence saves, please. The 3 in the ball. Not Agner actually, because Agner won't be able to see this, so it's just the people that can see it.
25.
Atta babe. There's a
Well, I'm glad you're
smart
smart.
boy.
10.
Okay, so based on that, that's kind of how you need to react to the situation as the walls showing up. So it's like, so for example, like Leah, because he's suddenly like appeared, like I said, the immediate panic of like you're going towards a solid wall,
Right.
setting kind of thing.
We
But
had to turn. We had to turn.
Yeah. Whereas Halifax might be a bit more, you know, because he got a pretty high save. Okay, and then it is Halifax's turn.
Sweet. Can I see said snack?
No,
Ooh.
you're now walled in by corridors.
In that case,
But you know which general direction it was in.
brilliant.
and you're about 60 feet-ish away from where it ended up last.
I will point to the last place that I remember the snake being.
Okay.
And I will cast Synaptic Static.
That's dope.
So I choose a point within range, so it needs to be within 120 feet still, and cause psychic energy to explode there. Each creature in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make an intelligence saving throw. A creature with an intelligence score of 2 or lower can't be affected by this spell.
I feel really bad about this. Feel that it's not latched on to anything, or whatever you were trying to hit has essentially shrugged it off.
Okay. It's a dumb boy.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not necessarily. You've seen it be smart. You've seen that it's a smart creature.
Mhm.
You don't assume that it's because it's dumb.
Hmm.
It may. It works with psychic stuff. You know.
All right. No, that's cool. That's cool. Just one chicken as well. No, the other one's in action as well. Okay. Second thing is I just want to clarify something that I did not think about at all last session, and it's just occurred to me now. That concentration checks are not only made when you take damage, but whenever you're in a distracting situation,
Ah, shit.
like being bounced around inside a hamster ball.
Is true.
Should I make a concentration check to see if I can maintain said hamster ball?
I think probably because you have been like massively thrown around.
Yeah.
So,
Just like,
so in this case, it's like if you're taking damage, there's a way to determine what the DC of that would be. But in this case, it's like up to the DM to set a DC of like how distracting would this
Okay.
situation be.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, shit, guys.
It was a nice idea. I like it.
It might be fun.
I mean, yeah, we just, we're getting outsmarted by a psychic snack.
I mean, don't feel bad about being outsmarted by a snake. They've been doing it to humans for like the entirety of human civilization.
Word.
There's like a book on it and shit.
Yeah, it's called the Bible, man.
I rolled a 7.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you add in a modifier to that one.
That's with a +3.
Yeah.
As it comes to,
Oh.
I'm just to say it comes at the end of your turn because, like, yeah. You guys are trying to run this bubble and you're like coming towards this wall and then suddenly it just pops out of existence, and just suddenly exposed.
We kind of spill out onto
Yeah.
the floor.
Yeah.
We're
So-
doing
Okay,
great,
so-
guys.
So, note to self, hamster ball, not the wisest use of Wall of Force, really.
I mean,
But it was so fun.
yeah, like most of the situations, I think.
It got you there, you know.
I'm going to quickly scramble off Leah, who I've landed on top of, and I'm terribly sorry, and help Aigner up as well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You. Nothing happens that you know of. Leah, it's your turn.
Okay. Are we still surrounded by imaginary walls?
Yes. Yeah.
Ugh.
So
That-
if you were to reach out and touch them, because you roll so low on your intelligence, like they feel solid. You don't feel like you could walk through them walls.
Shit. She thinks she's right back there again.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, gosh, what would she do in that situation? She can't just fire Eldritch Blast at the snake, because I presume she doesn't see the snake, correct?
Nope.
This would be such a waste of an action, but I wonder if she's going to do it. Oh, you know what? Okay, here's something she knows she can do. She will use the final remaining charge of her healing staff on Halifax.
There you go.
Good
Ooh.
thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll turn and face the direction I think the snake is in and just sort of feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much you charge me up by?
Yeah, I'm getting that now. Hang on. Oh, here we go. Just 8. That was not the prettiest of rolls.
Hey, you got me up to 21 points of health here. Now I mean, on a scale of 0 to 71, I'm about a 21.
There you go. But then she's also going to like in panic turn to Halifax and Agner and be like, "What do you think of me?"
Wow, forward.
It's a little forward.
This is perhaps not the best forum, Leah.
Excellent. Just keep thinking that. That's perfect.
Okay. Where's Eridu right now?
I can't see him.
Okay.
Last time I saw him, he was inside the snake.
I'll smell him out.
No, you're still upset with me about I'm
not upset with you. I'm not upset with anyone, just as long as you don't listen to me.
But if I do that and not listen to you, I'm listening to...
Agner will pull out his sword and say, "This is a huge waste of time."
Yeah, also this is like 5 turns of conversation. As you are having this conversation, I presume that's all you can do on your turn, Leah.
Yeah, after I did the healing, that's all I could do, because I have not moved or anything.
As you are sort of having this big argument, discussion thing, the ground underneath you shifts, and the walls around you sort of seem to rumble along with it, and the stones along the floor start to move, and then up out of the ground directly underneath Leah, the snake shoots back up. And I mean, I rolled all the stuff while you were talking, so it was a 24 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Yep. And it's 21 piercing damage, and I need you to do a dex save for me.
Yes, and I'm out of my dodgy reactions. Come on, die. 17? Oh, that's what I rolled last time and it didn't work.
It's unfortunately not enough.
Oh, that's a high ass DC. Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So Agner and Halifax are like shoved out of the way as this mouth snaps closed around Leah, and Leah, you slide down into this snake's throat. You're now blinded and restrained, and it feels unpleasant in here. Oh, and
Word.
then, I mean, actually, to be fair, that's one of its actions. Its attacks. So it's now gonna turn to Agner because it's pissed that you tried to trick it with its own stuff. So it's it
Bring
rolled
it.
bad. Okay.
Bring it.
What's this other stuff? Okay, so its tail actually like whips around, and it has like a sharp stinger on the end of it. But it's gonna miss. It got. Why can't I do math? 16 to hit.
Ping.
I will say it rolls only one more than the absolute worst it could have rolled.
Oh my god.
Um,
Wow. Okay. Well, Agner's a boss, and it just goes. Ping.
And then inside the snake. Oh, it's gonna be both of you.
Just really quick, Carrie, do you remember how much damage you told me? I think it was
21.
21.
I know we've been operating under the opinion that Egner or Eridu has been swallowed, but I do remember you saying right after his turn that the snake spit him out.
Oh,
Oh, really?
You
I
did.
missed that.
Because I don't remember that.
I don't remember
Right.
that either.
I'm just throwing that out there. That's something that I remember you
Are
saying.
you are you like, I can't tell if you're joking or not because I genuinely didn't say that.
I heard it. I may have made it up, but I heard it.
Yeah, there we go.
I mean, I heard
You
it. That
nearly
doesn't
got
mean
me.
that like I actually. Maybe I thought I like misunderstood something else you said, but I thought you had said that he's.
Oh.
But that's okay. Two of us. Eridu will just expand his shape shifting to his sister, and they'll both turn into something.
What?
That's how druidic
Yeah.
shape shifting works.
What?
You heard me.
Okay, so you both take. Oh, at the start of the turn. Okay.
I ate. I
Oh,
was
so
eating,
actually
so I'm
Leodin
probably hard to
would take-
understand.
So Leodin doesn't take this. Eridu, you take 16 points of acid damage.
Can I just?
From the inside. Leodin, you don't because it would have been on the start of its turn and you haven't been swallowed yet. So, and then it's Eridu's turn.
Well, I'm going to use the good old just not ability, and I'm just gonna not.
Just gonna not. That's
Let's see. I think I'm just gonna like freak out and just start flailing and trying my best to just scratch my way out of this thing, which means I'm gonna go ahead and do primal savagery.
Okay.
And I have disadvantage because I'm all the things.
Yep.
Well, I do believe that my lowest roll here is going to be a 13.
Okay. I presume its AC is the same inside as it is outside.
Yeah, I assume.
No, that
so
doesn't make any sense.
It
It's like
doesn't, but-
soft organs, like
He's
are
also
have
like
huge
restrained
AC.
and blinded and stuff. So.
Yeah, I'm like trying to squirm while in this thing's gigantic throat.
So what the highest was 13?
No, lowest.
that's-
Oh, it was lowest in the rolls.
Oh,
there.
the lowest was 13. What did you get above 13? Because
Doesn't matter. It was disadvantage.
oh, confused. Okay. You don't hit then?
No.
Right. Okay.
I rolled 2, got a 13
Okay.
because I take the lower of the 2.
I'm with you. Okay.
Mhm.
Do you want to do anything else on your turn?
That's all I have actions for. I can squirm.
Yeah. You try to slide up or down?
Up.
You technically can, but sure.
I'm gonna try to do the silly salmon up, but I don't think it'll work.
You might be able to help Leah, like you'll meet Leah along the way, be like, oh no, other way,
I
other way.
smack some feet, and I'm like, what's going on here?
Okay. And then it's going to turn and swing another tail. Oh, you're getting off so easy on this. He rolled the same thing twice. On your
Wow.
So his tail
Ding.
whips around again and bounces off the shield. And it's now your turn.
I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna use a reaction that I have. I'm gonna do. What's it called? It's called riposte. I can use my reaction and spend a superiority die to make a melee weapon attack, and I add the superiority die to the damage roll if I hit. So that's what's going on. Riposte! I missed! I rolled a 2. So that's okay, so that's one of those down. And now it's my turn, and I'm just gonna go like bonkers on this thing. Like, I think Agnar's got no option but to just like throw himself entirely into trying to attack this thing.
Do it.
Hold on. Is my illusion still around?
Yeah, I mean, you probably, again, similar with Halifax, but I'm just gonna leave it. It's fine, yeah.
Okay. Well, if I can, I'm gonna move it with a bonus action so that it's flanking this creature with me, which will give me advantage.
Okay.
Okay. Oh my god.
Oh no.
I rolled a 1 and a 2, so I could just have a 2 again. So that's only my first attack and my first action. I roll again. All right, sick. All right, so that's going to be 25 against its AC.
That hits.
Yay! Ignar's actually doing a little bit of damage to it. So it's going to be 15 slashing damage, but it is magical because of my uber awesome magical Talon's Blade.
Yep.
And then the... Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I feel like some of these turns take a while because I'm trying to get just the right maneuver going on. And it's hard to find them on D&D Beyond sometimes. Alright, I'm going to make it a trip attack. I'm just going to try and keep tripping this thing. Oh wait, no, I can't do that because it's gargantuan. Obviously I can't trip a gargantuan thing. That's just
I
weird.
feel like it would slide over your leg, like you tried to
Yeah,
move it out, and it would
it
just be
kinda
like, boom.
Well,
I really wanted to be
guess
able
I'm
to tell
just
this
using
creature
for
to
the
stop
extra
tripping.
damage. Just stop tripping. For sure. God.
This is why some things like warlocks are supremely powerful, because your Eldritch Blast pushing a creature 10 feet thing has no size cap.
I don't have that particular one yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you ever get are they called invocations? Yeah, the boosts that you can get, the special abilities like Double Sight and things. I'll just push the Tarrasque back 10 feet. Why not?
For sure.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, God, I almost want to use like another like kind of illusionary type thing, but it's like, I don't know, it just wouldn't be as effective as just trying to fucking wail on this thing. So I'm just gonna keep wailing on this thing. I'm gonna pop my action surge and do 2 more attacks. Okay, sweet. So that's gonna be 27, which is a hit. And shit damage though, that's only 10 slashing damages. And then the last attack is only a 17 to hit.
Not enough.
Well, that's what Egnar's got, but hopefully he's got this thing's attention solidly, which is really the whole goal here.
All right. Yeah, and then in that case, it is gonna throw another tail attack around at you.
Bring it.
Oh, it better that time. 32.
32?
Yep.
Well, that hits.
Okay. So. Okay. Take 17 piercing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Hey, I'm pretty good at those. Said the guy who's about to fail it. No, I did not. I don't think so. I got an 18 total.
I'm so sorry.
What?
That's fine.
Are you kidding me? This creature's like way overmatched. Us like way overmatched with these kind of numbers. This is nuts.
You could have done it. Well, you can do it. It's definitely doable.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
If not so many things had missed, if like the couple of turns that were in the ball had been taken as attacks, like they're but it's fine. Just it's fine to run away as well.
Well, that's what we were trying to do. that's what we were trying to do.
So you take 42 points of poison damage.
Oh my god.
And you fall asleep.
Wow. Oh my god, dude.
So
Okay.
Erdu falls to the floor.
Agnar.
Yeah. I know.
Sleepy
Whatever,
boy.
it's fine.
I'm sleepy. Is anyone else sleepy?
Okay. And then it's okay. And then, so it's just Halifax now. Oh.
Mhm.
Halifax, down. Be behind you. Behind you, down the corridor, you see a familiar face and body, a familiar person appear. Fiala appears at the end of the corridor. And she just holds her hand out down the corridor towards you with like a urgent, pleading, like, come to me look. And did I actually put saves on these? Oh yeah, I did. Can you do an intelligence check? Intelligence check. I'll save. Whatever.
Smart boy.
Save.
Save, yeah. Do it as a save.
Natural 20, so that's 29.
Smart boy.
You 100% know this is fake. And you can like react to it however you want, obviously.
Is it then my turn afterwards?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So I will instinctively reach my hand out towards Fiala, and I won't recognize that it's an illusion at first. And I will race through my head all the things that I want to say, all the feelings. And then I will catch the light reflecting off the ring on my finger. And then it'll strike me. Synaptic burst didn't work. So then stare at my ring, draw it towards me, take another look at Fiala, and she'll be slightly more obvious that it's an illusion. This is semi-transparent, however, the illusions appear when you realize that they're not real. And remember that, my friends, they're down, they're out. This needs to end. So using my ring of animal friendship, I shall cast that on the snake.
Okay. What's the
The DC 17 is a wisdom saving throw, and it doesn't work if it's got an intelligence of 4 or higher. But because we've established that it's either not there and entirely immune to psychic stuff, or has a lower intelligence that it couldn't get hurt by the psychic thing.
That's his overall thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got higher than 4.
Damn.
Ooh,
Oh.
smack my-
Huh. Well, when that doesn't work, I'll just go, shit, as it.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a smart snake. I've been trying to.
Smart snack.
Huh.
Smart.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Okay. Well, when I keep pointing the ring at the snake, and it not seeming any nicer, I will then drop my shoulders, taking a deep breath, pull out the warhammer, and race towards it.
All right.
Attaboy.
That is all I can do because I use my action to cast animal friendship.
Okay.
I'll also in my head be thinking, like, two ends of the intelligence scale thing didn't work out. I'm going to assume that, like Fiala, like the corridor, that I am charging against an illusion. So I am charging with the hammer, like, straight forward. I'm just going to try and run through.
Okay. All right. So at this point, as you start running towards it, it was Okrim, wasn't it, that you were like?
That I idolized. Yeah.
He appears between you and the snake as you start running towards him. Make another intelligence saving throw.
That's less good. That's 14.
Okay, yeah, fine. You can react to it however you want, but that's like your turn done. But yeah, he appears in front of you. Okay, Leah, it's your turn. You're restrained, but you can
Right,
still,
then.
cast spells and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast it from the inside, clearly.
Okay, so you'll be at disadvantage if it's a roll to hit.
Is that because of the
Because you're blind and restrained, so it's
Okay.
like getting movement. It's like the movement to do whatever you need to do to cast the spell.
Okay. And so if I removed the restrained from myself, using trickery, I would still have disadvantage because I would be blinded, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Hmm.
So it's like it doesn't. Yeah, because you still have a negative effect on you. So.
All right, well, fine, I won't even bother then. I mean, I will still bother with the taking of the attack. Just not with trying to fix it. First one's a 14.
No.
You're stupid. Next one's a 16. I don't like disadvantage. And last one's a 14 again.
Okay. Unfortunately, none of those hit. Oh,
Yep.
Real bad. Okay.
Me too.
It's fine. You're fine. Anything else on your turn?
Is there something I can do to help? Is it just Eridu and me in there right now?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's really any action that we can take together that would like help be obnoxious to the snake or.
I mean, I'd like you you've already done your turn now. But like on the next turn, like for example, I mean his turn is like it's Snake's turn and then it's his turn. So like on the next turn, you could do like a combined attack, drop your initiative to his, and then like I'd let you both roll the attack at the same time and take the combined damage and stuff, which might help if you do a lot of damage in one turn. just saying. But yeah.
Let's
Okay.
do some damage again. Missed that.
Snake's turn. I mean, actually. Okay. So, the Ocrin that stood in front of Halifax opens his arms with a smile, as if like welcoming or greeting an old friend, and starts kind of like takes a step towards you. While this is happening, the snake curls its tail around Aigner's body and pulls it in closer to him. And then on his turn, breaking stuff in the background. He is gonna turn and take a snap at the oh no, you're asleep. You dropped your concentration, wouldn't you? Your illusion would be gone.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay. Never mind that. It's gonna try and bite down. But it rolled badly. Although still, 21? 21 hit Aigner?
21 hit Agner, yeah.
Alright, okay. And I presume if you're asleep, you fail dex saves, or is it
I mean,
sleeps?
probably. I mean, asleep is not necessarily a condition, but like incapacitated is. I don't know. It's like
Unconscious.
Unconscious.
When you are asleep, you are unconscious. When you're unconscious,
that's
you drop
the
all
one.
Constitution spells.
Yeah, you automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws. It's actually in there. There we go.
Oh, I also didn't roll the damage inside. The snake. I'll do that quickly now. I'm being so blind.
No, I'm being
Okay.
so blind.
So
And so are Eridu and Leah.
Eridu and Leah take 21 acid damage.
I'm unconscious.
Okay, I believe
And
I'm going to cast Absorb Elements.
okay.
Which, let's see.
That's
I have
pretty clever.
resistance to the effect, so I take half of it, so I take 10. And then when it hits another with a melee attack, I deal an extra d6 of that type. So at least the casting of the spell keeps me from going to 0 hit points. So that's good.
Okay. Alright. Does it go? Do you use that? Is that how you use it in the next turn?
It's the
now.
next time I take a melee attack,
Okay.
it deals it. Which, I mean, I'm assuming that acid, it's probably immune to acid, but that doesn't change the fact that it'll still trigger.
I wouldn't necessarily say that it's necessarily immune to acid damage.
Am I aware that there is someone above me? Do I
Yeah.
know Leah
Yeah,
is
you
here?
can feel like by this point it's like it's just slowly slid down its throat more and more, and you can kind of feel her feet on your shoulders, kind of thing.
Alright.
And you feel her body kind of slump a little bit heavier. I don't know. You can tell.
So is she like kind of, are we existing in a similar space, like we're almost pressed against each other, so I can kind of feel a presence? I can't see. It's too
Yeah.
dark. I don't know who it is.
Yeah.
But I do know that it's a person that has been swallowed. So with that knowledge, I know it's, not a person that is going to be dangerous to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it my turn?
No.
Oh, okay. Then I will stop figuring out the situation.
It almost is. It's literally our turn after I say this next thing.
Okay.
Then Aigner slides down the throat on top of Leodin. So you know,
Stop
almost like-
swallowing people, I say, as I go.
Okay. Now
Pile down the
it's
throat is a bad thing.
now it's Eridu's turn.
Okay, well, good thing for Agner that he's down here, because I'm going to, I think, use the last of my... I'm going to draw my staff kind of like tightly and bring it together. The fuse of white energy that's trying to constantly connect it comes together, and I use the last 5 charges I have to cast Mass Cure Wounds, and that's going to cure us all for 3d8, heal us all for 3d8 damage. Yes,
All right.
All
Plus
who?
her wisdom
everyone
modifier.
but you, since I can't see you, so I can't cast it on you.
You can't see anyone.
That's fair. I do believe.
If you can feel us, does that count?
Well, let's see. Wave your wand. Wave your beautiful eyelashes is what it says here. Choose up to 6 creatures within a 30-foot sphere. Actually, it says nothing about seeing.
Ooh.
So
No.
is Halifax within 30 feet of me?
Do you get to add your wisdom modifier?
Yes, I do.
Sick.
Was Halifax within range? Sorry, I wasn't looking at it.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Okay, so everyone heals for 16 points of damage.
Hey, that's a little something.
Yeah.
So then I'm not.
You're at 16.
I don't have to make death saving throws anymore.
Right.
Right.
You just heal as though you were at 0 hit points. That is my action. For my bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and I don't know how badly everyone else is because again I can't see you. I'm going to cast Healing Word. on
Oh, I
myself.
don't know how to update this.
You should just be able to, on the hit points, do a certain number and then press heal.
Right, I'm trying to do that.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Go up,
Yep.
not down.
No, yeah, I didn't hit the right button.
Okay, and then I heal another 6 points of myself. So,
Yay!
and I can't move because my speed is at 0. All right,
Okay. The snake. You done?
that's all. Goodbye.
The snake burrows into the ground, but reappears It reappears 15 feet away from Halifax. Still really, I mean, it could have just moved backwards, but it burrowed. It's fine. Move on.
It didn't want attack of opportunity.
Yeah. True. Yeah, he wasn't close enough actually. Anyway, it's fine. He moves a bit. It's your turn. I'm gonna give you. I've not really written. I don't know what the stuff on this is. So I'm just gonna give you like a con save at the start of your turn, see if you wake up from the sleep.
That'd be cool. It's gonna be a 22.
All right. You wake up to darkness. I mean, you were dark anyway.
Yeah.
It's no different to you. It's
Nah.
just
Well,
It's
stickier
really
and-
stinky.
It's stinky.
Really, really stinky. It
It's
smells of
sticky.
stomach acid and bile. It just...
Well, I'm gonna maybe say that Egner's smart enough to figure out that maybe he got swallowed. That
I think you would
sounds like
feel
he might. Yeah, he might feel
the
like he's
teeth
within an
close around you.
esophagus, and you know. Yeah. So anyway, okay. Here's what he's gonna do. He's gonna reach out with his hand and just try and grab onto the inside throat flesh, and he's gonna try and cast inflict wounds. Is what
Okay.
he's gonna do. 19 to his inside of his throat's AC.
Yes.
Yes!
Attacker wins.
Excellent. Alright, so I need to roll pretty good here, and I'm hopefully hitting a damage type that he does not have any kind of resistance against, at least on the inside of his throat. Alright. Come on, baby. Come on. 29 necrotic damage to the inside of his throat, which, I don't know, if that happened to me, I might have to cough a little bit and, you know, maybe do a little upchucking kind of action if I got that much necrotic damage to my throat. Maybe. Maybe I would.
I mean, you feel it start to. Is that your turn?
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, because I can't move, and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It starts to heave like it's going to be sick. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't manage to pass. It
Bummer.
vomits all three of you out onto the floor. Basically right in front of where Halifax is about to like run across. So, so Halifax sees all three of his friends just like come falling out of the snake's mouth, covered in like slime and grossness. You all fall prone though, so you are.
Sure.
And I mean, I'm gonna say that uses up its looking for.
I made it
so-
sick. Hell yeah.
We're gonna go around to. Oh, actually, and then the walls around you of the corridor disappear, so you're back to seeing like the big empty cabin. You judge by now you're about like 100 feet away from this door, and you get a better look at it now. I realize I'm saying this as I already stepped away, so we'll do Halifax's turn and then I'll describe it when he's back. So Halifax, it's your turn.
I'll look at Okrim.
You are right, my friend. Shall look back at Thiala, give her a quick nod. I'll mouth thank you, but not say it out loud. And then I'll slowly turn back towards this thing as I cast Polymorph on myself. and transform into a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
What?
There it is.
Cool.
I knew that was going to happen at some point.
Cool. Yep.
So yeah, that's my action transforming into the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And yeah, I'm just gonna give a roar, swish my tail, and face off against this giant snake thing.
That's very cool. I feel like Agnes like, what is going on?
Yeah.
What's roaring now?
Seriously.
My secret, Igna. I always have polymorph prepared.
So I'll quickly go back to, so now that the walls have disappeared, you can now see the door about 100 feet away. It's an archway, and filling the... Oh, now Alex is gone. Every time I try to describe it. Anyway, it's filled with flames.
Okay.
And there is golden writing across the top. Would you be able to read writing from 100 feet away?
Depends on what size it is, I suppose.
I mean, yeah. If it's
The Hollywood
wrong-
sign you can read from more than 100 feet away.
It depends. It depends on how big it is. Like, think about traffic signs. You read those from more than 100 feet away. But if it's like,
yeah.
if you're trying to read somebody's journal, no.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna say you can see it from 100 feet away. It's in Celestial, so only Halifax, I think, will be able to read it. I checked just
I can do this!
so I will say you can see that it says. Let's find my page. It says. Oh, don't know. It's different bloody pages. Okay. Be you not born from the flame. Born like BORN. Like to be born.
Oh, okay.
Be you not born from the flame. In Celestial. In like golden writing. However, so that's. I think it's the snake's turn.
Does anyone else speak or read Celestial?
I think Igna does. I checked.
Wait,
Igna,
really?
but he
Not
wouldn't be able
me.
to read it.
So Igna also can't read Celestial.
She doesn't
that.
understand it.
And I no longer have functioning vocal cords.
Oh yeah.
I've got
Okay.
like a laryngeal flute thing. So yeah, no one's knowing what that says.
Give us a great big T-Rex roar. That's all you gotta do.
Okay.
So, when's it my turn?
No, in a couple more turns.
Okay, just so you guys know, because this might be my full action, I think all I'm gonna do on my turn is cast Speak with Animal.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we already
Then we can
could.
communicate.
Well, I mean, we already could speak with the snake.
Yeah, but I want to be able to speak with Drew.
Oh. Oh, I see now. I see now.
Okay. So the snake whips its tail around at this newly appeared T-Rex for a 16 and a 19 to hit.
What's a dinosaur?
Both of those
AC?
hit. A T-Rex
Both
is
hit.
stupid easy. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We've got a 13 armor class with the T-Rex.
But hopefully lots of hit points.
Oh yeah, 136 of those.
Oh, baby. We're in business.
So it is. Oh, I keep losing everything. I can't see. Shit. Okay. 17. I'm just gonna say 17 times 2 because I can't roll it twice.
34?
Yeah, piercing damage. And I mean, I'm gonna need you to do a con save.
Oh! 16?
Oh, it's not enough. I feel so bad. Like, I need to
You got
I
because
want to
it's
be.
me that's polymorphed, am I
Oh,
needing to
fucking
concentrate
shit.
every time I take damage?
No, it's not that. It's
Oh.
just that your T-Rex falls asleep.
Oh,
Unless
I
you
didn't
can't.
add-
Unless you
uh,
can't.
I was gonna say, did you add the T-Rex's constitution?
I did not. That's a 17.
He's only got one constitution?
Yeah, so I get a +3 on my save, which is based entirely on the fact that I've got a 16 constitution because of a +3.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a 19 constitution because it's a +4.
Oh, okay. I see. So you're just gonna have one more than you would have. Okay.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Wait. What's your constitution?
The T-Rex's constitution is 19, which gives it a
Mhm.
+4. My constitution is a 16. The 19's at the
Oh,
upper
okay.
end
I
of the
got it.
+4 bracket, the 16's the lower end of the +3
Mm.
bracket.
Right.
16,
Well,
7, 3, 19 is
yeah.
+4.
So, so you're asleep.
Or rather, the T-Rex.
The T-Rex.
Oh God. Okay.
I hope, like, I'm not sure how this. Twice, I guess it's against the 6. Yeah, like me being the caster of polymorph, I think the concentration dropped if
Just fine. Just leave it. It's fine.
all right.
I would say leave it. A sleeping T-Rex is more interesting than a sleeping elk.
It's true.
Okay. It's now Eridy's turn.
Oh,
Is it Leah's turn? Have I done Leah's turn? Did I miss Leah?
I think I might have missed Leah since she was gone.
Oh, okay.
But
It's Leah's turn, I think.
Alex, are you back?
Possibly not.
I don't know. I can't hear.
So
So
she is rather frozen.
I
what's
am
happening.
going to commit to casting.
Because I was gone.
Oh, okay.
You did miss my turn.
Okay.
Then do your turn.
My connection is so unstable. I keep popping out and popping back in again. So I don't. Were we gonna try and coordinate something,
Now
Eridu
you're
and I?
outside. You don't.
We got
you want me
puked
to
out.
Oh, we're out. Oh, see, I missed that entire thing. Oh,
Agner made us get vomited out.
yay! Thank you, Agner.
Hey, you're welcome.
Okay. So let me try and do Eldritch Blast again then. Because I don't. Well, let me just. I really don't think I have anything else that would work very well against the snake. So. All right. I no longer have disadvantage.
True.
Ah, shit! Is it cutting
I
out
will
again?
say that it's looking like it is looking rough. Like it's looking beaten up.
Blast it. We're gonna get this snack, guys. I believe in us, kind of. Not really. I mean, I believed in us more when we had an awake T-Rex, a woke T-Rex. But no, we don't have a woke T-Rex.
I can't hear you, and you can't hear me
Oh, I can hear you.
very well. I don't
Hey,
think.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, you're in and out. We hear dice rolling.
Definitely hear dice rolling. We should just kind of like go on and then try and like retroactively, like if she pops back in with the numbers.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my turn is going to be non-combative, so I cast Speak with Animal,
Okay.
which just allows me to communicate with beasts for the next 10 minutes. And I spend my movement getting up and turn to the creature and ask, "Are you the Dahaka?"
It tilts its head and responds, I take many forms. That is one I have taken not so long ago.
What do you want?
I want what all creatures want. A good meal.
Why are you here? That's probably the last communication I'll be able to do.
I have been here longer than any of your race has graced this plane. I realize it didn't answer the question.
No, not
But-
really, no. But
It's like
fine.
an implied. It's just this is just where it lives.
where it is.
It's here. Yeah.
That's good enough for me.
Okay. I mean, you can try and wake up the T-Rex if you want. I'll give you that.
I'll
You
kick
can
it.
Do
kick
it.
him awake. Yeah.
Kick
him awake. Foot nudge, 1 damage.
Yeah. I mean, a damage will wakes a sleeping person up. So I'm gonna say the T-Rex wakes up.
Yay! Do you think you think that's a good time to take the break?
Yeah,
Yeah.
as the T-Rex comes around.
TRX comes around. We're gonna.
Have we seen Alex attack in chat? Let's see.
I think
no.
she's like said something on the Facebook something.
That's what I'm looking at. She's asking us if we saw her attack in chat.
Oh
Huh?
no we
No.
no in chat like
We'll get it from her and I'll add it on.
Yes.
okay.
Yeah. So,
Alright.
I do have to say that this is probably where I'm going to have to leave because by the time we get back from break, I'm going to have to go pick up my son.
Mm-hmm.
So all that Eridu was going to attempt to do was to offer some kind of deal to the Dahaka to get us out of this without getting eaten.
Okay.
But yeah, do what you guys need to do to make Eridu a thing.
All
And,
right.
I
We'll
will see you guys next week.
maybe we'll like collectively figure out what would be the most Eridu thing to do.
Sounds good.
All right. Hey, thanks so much for joining us. We'll be right back. We're just gonna take a little break. Don't worry. I'm not worried. What do I look worried? 'Cause I'm not at all. Please join us again in about 10 to 15 minutes. See ya soon.
Bye.